Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're doing another Valentine's Day look. Yeah, I'm really excited. I did a few things in this video that are a little bit different than how I usually do them. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Hindash. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. He's like a celebrity makeup artist here on YouTube, and he's also on TikTok and Instagram. And oh my gosh, while I am not a celebrity and I'm not a pro makeup artist, I feel like I've learned so much from him. So yeah, let's start with these eyes. I'm going to use my Animal Eyes palette just to lay down this transition shade first. But yeah, I really like using this palette because, and I'm sure you guys are tired of seeing it, but I just want to use it because I want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? I've had it for so long and I feel like I have just been neglecting it, so I just need to use it more often so I can get down to the pan of these shades. You know what I mean? Just use up all of the shadows. I'm going with this deeper shade with my e.l.f. Contour brush just to deepen up my crease a little bit. Alright, so now going in with the BB Soft Nudes palette, I'm just going to use this matte shade. It's called Nude. And I'm just going to use the other end of this brush just to lay down a base for this glitter eyeshadow that we'll be using. So you saw this in a few videos ago, but I'm just going to use it on my eyes. Even though this is technically a highlighter, I feel like the color of it is so rich that it could be, like a topper. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. All you do is just turn the bottom and the product comes up. And this is by KBD Beauty, and it's their Metal Crush liquid. It's technically, I think I bought it on Sephora under the highlighters, but I'm pretty sure this is it can be used as just anything really, because I'm using it here as eyeshadow. And I've used it as highlighter before, but there is just too much glitter, I feel like, to use it as a highlighter. So I'm using it on my eyes today. Okay, so since this is technically a highlighter, it's kind of sheer, so I'm going to use a brush to hopefully lay down the pigment a little bit more even on my eye. I feel like at this point it was I probably should have started off like this, but oh well, it turns out all really nice and really beautiful in the end. But yeah, this is my e.l.f. brush. This is my eyeliner brush actually, but it's just very flat and I can get into these spaces and make very clean up these lines just a little bit, so yeah. Since this is a highlighter, I'm just highlighting where I would usually put my Charlotte Tilbury. Now I'm just going to put on my e.l.f. gel eyeliner over top of this. And today I'm doing a very thin wing. I usually do pretty thick ones, but after I've been watching Hindash, he does these really thin wings, and I just feel like it flatters the eyes more. And he really focuses on what it looks like when the eyes are open, so that's what I'm trying to do too. Now going back in with this palette, I'm going to use the shimmer that is basically the same exact color as that nude shade that I originally put down, but it has like these little like silver shimmers in it, and I'm just going to put it on top to kind of help fill in the patchiness. I feel like had I used the brush in the beginning, it wouldn't have been like as patchy, but this really helped to like even everything out a little bit more, so yeah. Now I'm going to go in with this palette again, and I'm just going to try to blend these two shades together between the shimmer and the matte shade on my eye. And the way I usually do this is I just try to tap it on, because if you swipe it, especially now that I've added that shimmer on top, I don't want to drag glitter like all over into the mattes. So yeah. For mascara, I'm using the Lash Princess mascara from Essence, and I don't really put on like a ton of mascara. I feel like when I know I'm doing falsies, and I'm just removing this. I went over my eyeliner a little bit with my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner just to like deepen it up a little bit. But yeah, moving on with the face, we're putting on the Hollywood Flawless Filter. And this is my NYX HD concealer, the skin tone one. And I'm doing this new method that I saw Hin Dash do. He had like a deep dark skin girl on his channel. He was doing her makeup, and he didn't color correct. I just did that because I was like, how come I haven't been using this to color correct? But the way that he does her makeup is he took like 3 different concealers to work with like the natural gradient of her face. And my face isn't all one color. You can just tell by looking at it. Like the outer portion of my face is much darker than the inner portion of my face, and I feel like even in certain like lights, even the undertone from the outside of my face to the inside of my face is a bit different. I feel like sometimes in some lights, the inner part of my face can be slightly golden or neutral, while the outer part of my face is pretty red. So I'm gonna try this method that he did, where he just took these 3 different concealers and used them on her face, like kind of as a foundation, which, since they are concealers, mine are like light to medium coverage, so it will look very skin-like. And I'm just using my darkest one on the outer portion of my face. It's kind of like what I would usually do, except instead of just doing it under my under eyes, I'm doing it on my entire face. Now I'm just taking my Born This Way concealer that is a little bit more golden. This is in the shade Mocha, and I'm just going to use it to highlight under my eyes. And this time I didn't put it directly under my eyes because this kind of spreads pretty far. But yeah, just to highlight under my eyes. And I feel like I really like this method, and you guys are going to see me do it more often, if not from here on out, because I feel like it looks the most natural. And if I were to spot conceal a little bit more, it would look like the best. So I really enjoy this method of putting on my concealer. Now moving on with my powder. I didn't really bake this time since I didn't have as much of that Too Faced concealer on down there. I just kind of like set it today, and look at that, it looks so good. But now I'm gonna take my Maybelline loose setting powder, and kind of with these powders I'm just following like the same steps that I did with my concealer, except I'm doing it with my powder. So the skin tone powder goes in my T-zone, and the darker shade will go on like the outer portions of my face. And then my banana loose setting powder is gonna just go right in that under eye area, just to help brighten it a little bit. I'm gonna use my Shot Missy AOA Perfect blush in the shade Auburn, and I'm just gonna put this on the cheeks. Now I'm going to put on my highlighter. This highlighter matches my eyeshadow really well, even though like this eyeshadow is kind of pink, but it scales more on that silver side, but it has a lot of strong pink glittery specks in it. Like when I washed my face, basically they were all over my face. But I got them all off, and now I'm just going to go in with this shade and put it on my inner corners. Now I'm gonna go in with my matte finishing spray from NYX, and as you can see, it's just spitting out. I just have to really get it in there. And this lip gloss is from Ulta Beauty. I think it's a plumping lip gloss actually, which I don't really put it on for that. But just look at these gold glitter sparkles in there. And it's a brush applicator, which feels very nice on the lips. So you can like really get all the way up to like the arches and the lips. And just look at that. I mean, come on. So this is the end of the video. Valentine's Day look. I think this is number 5. So we have one more before Valentine's Day. See you next time.